I learned this recipe while working at a wedding venue. It's easy to prepare and uses common ingredients. This chicken tastes just like it came from a restaurant. Start by slicing the chicken breast lengthwise, creating 2 thin fillets. Place the meat on a cutting board and cover it with plastic wrap. Gently pound the meat on both sides with a mallet. Next, take some softened butter and cut it into small slices. Lay the slices evenly over the chicken fillet. Now, prepare the herb stuffing. Take fresh herbs. I use parsley, but you can use dill or basil. Chop them finely. On a separate board, grate some grana padano or Parmesan cheese. Mix the cheese with the chopped parsley. Spread this mixture over the butter on the chicken fillet. Carefully roll up the chicken, forming neat roulades. Coat the rolled chicken in a special breading. To prepare the breading, take 2 containers. In one, combine 100 grams of breadcrumbs with the grated hard cheese. In the other, whisk 1 egg. Dip the roulades first in the egg, then in the breadcrumb mixture. Place the breaded chicken roulades on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake the roulades in the oven for 30 minutes at 180 degrees. While the roulades are baking, prepare a bell pepper and tomato sauce, which perfectly complements this dish. Take a red bell pepper, remove the seeds, and chop it into small cubes. You'll also need a few cherry tomatoes. Cut them into smaller pieces. Heat some olive oil in a pan, then use a garlic press to crush 1 clove of garlic into the pan. Once the garlic is lightly sautéed, add the pepper and tomatoes. Cook on low heat until the vegetables are soft. Transfer the cooked vegetables to a blender and blend them into a smooth, aromatic sauce. Serve the baked chicken roulades with this sauce and a side of vegetable salad. The inside will be tender and the outside crispy. Combine eggs with oats. You've never had anything like this before. Pour 200 grams of oats into a bowl. Then add 2 eggs. Pour in 150 milliliters of milk. Add seasonings like salt and pepper. Mix everything thoroughly. Let it sit for 20 minutes. In the meantime, prepare the remaining ingredients. Finely chop some parsley. Grate about 150 grams of cheese using a coarse grater. Also, prepare a bell pepper and tomato sauce. It's the perfect complement to this dish. Take a red bell pepper, remove the seeds and chop it into small cubes. You'll also need a few cherry tomatoes. Cut them into smaller pieces. Next, take a pan and pour in some olive oil. Use a garlic press to crush 1 clove of garlic into the pan. Once the garlic is lightly sautéed, add the pepper and tomatoes. Cook on low heat until the vegetables are soft. Transfer the cooked vegetables to a blender and blend them into a smooth, aromatic sauce. Now, return to the oats mixture. Add the grated cheese and chopped parsley. Heat a pan and pour in some oil. Then, spread the oat mixture onto the pan. This will create a delicious omelette. Sprinkle it with black sesame seeds. Cook for a few minutes. After that, use a plate to flip it over and cook the other side for a few more minutes. Then, remove it from the pan and cut it into pieces. This omelette is perfect for breakfast or lunch. Serve it with the prepared sauce. This combination is simply delicious. Put the cocktail glass on the tomato slices. This is how you will prepare something very special. You've never tasted a tomato recipe like this before. They are perfect for breakfast or a snack. Preparing them is really easy, and they taste delicious. At the very beginning, choose vine-ripened tomatoes and cut them into slices. Arrange them on a kitchen board. Get a glass. Cut the center out of the tomato slices. Do the same with each subsequent prepared slice. Set the rings from the tomatoes aside. Chop the cut flesh from the tomatoes into small pieces. Transfer the pieces to a bowl. Then cut the chives with scissors. Add a cup of whole wheat flour to the mixture. Then whisk in 2 eggs. Season with a pinch of salt, pepper, garlic, or other favorite spices to your taste. Mix everything thoroughly. Heat a frying pan over medium heat and add some olive oil. Arrange the rings of tomatoes on the pan. Fill them with the prepared mixture. About 1 tablespoon of the chopped tomato mixture is enough for each disc. Cover the pan with a lid and fry for a few minutes over a fairly low heat. When the bottom of the tomato pancakes turns golden, flip them over to the other side. After frying, decorate the pancakes with parsley or chives. And there you have it. Delicious tomato pancakes are now ready to serve. Pork loin and pineapple melts in the mouth. You have not tasted something like this before. Take an oven-proof dish into which you put sliced pineapple. Then add 3 tablespoons of olive oil to the bowl. In the bowl, combine all the spices you will use for the meat. I use smoked paprika, pork seasoning mix, and dried garlic. Rub this aromatic mixture on the pork, making sure the meat is evenly coated. Now, take the smoked bacon slices. Lay the strips of smoked bacon flat on a board so that they slightly overlap. Place the seasoned meat on the bacon and wrap it on both sides, completely surrounding the pork. Secure the bacon with kitchen thread to prevent it from unrolling during cooking. Put the pork prepared in this way into the dish with the already sliced pineapple. Then transfer the dish to an oven preheated to 200 degrees and bake for 20 minutes. After this initial stage of baking, reduce the temperature to 180 degrees. The pork loin is ready when it runs clear juice when pricked. Slice and serve as desired. Enjoy a beautifully prepared pork loin. This dish is an unusual combination of the sweet taste of pineapple with the smoky flavors of bacon. I guarantee you that your guests will be delighted. Enjoy. This trick was taught to me by a chef. This chicken breast melts in your mouth. Take 3 large chicken breasts, then slash them lengthwise, making an opening in the process. Gently pull apart the opening created. Put an ice cube in each breast. Season the breasts prepared in this way. Just sprinkle them with your favorite spices. I use sweet paprika, chicken seasoning, garlic, and salt. Next, take the butter and cut it into pieces, then add it to the heated pan. When the butter has partially melted, put the previously prepared breasts into the pan. Fry them for about 5 minutes. After this time, flip them over to the other side and fry on low heat for another 5 minutes. Meanwhile, prepare the remaining ingredients. Cut 4 medium potatoes into smaller pieces. Then slice 1 medium onion. Grate the carrots on a large mesh grater. Slice a few parsley leaves as well. Now remove the chicken breasts from the pan and transfer them to another dish. Then fry the previously prepared vegetables in the same pan. Start by adding the potatoes. Fry them for a few minutes on low heat. The next step is to add the chopped onions. After a while, add the previously grated carrots. Fry the vegetables on low heat. Meanwhile, prepare the marinade for the meat. Pour 2 tablespoons of soy sauce into a bowl. Then add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste and a tablespoon of honey. Carefully mix together. Now put the previously fried chicken meat on the pan with the vegetables. Brush them with the prepared marinade. Fry them for a few minutes on low heat, and then put them in an oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes. After this time, the vegetables and chicken are ready. Juicy chicken breasts with vegetables is a perfect dish that melts in the mouth.